Yeah, like we don't want that to happen.
Well,
So-
and even sometimes it's like they'll step on like
A
this
little
part
slide,
and you're just
yeah.
kind of caught. So it
Yeah.
can happen in a way where it's not,
Yeah.
injury that
Super
happens, but
Yeah.
it's still,
And number one, that's why we wear closed-toed shoes, preferably boots, like something that's a little firmer. Those kind of tennis shoes are better because they're not quite that mesh, that super just flexible mesh. That's a little bit more toe support, but the more toe coverage you have, the better. And then when it happens, you just go, oh, and it's immediate for me. It's an immediate boundary off of my feet. I just get them off of me as soon as I can. Yes, I'm going to get angry about it. Yes, I'm going to show them some emotion, and that is okay in my book because that is a safety boundary. That is where the horse needs to learn the space. So us being sloppy with the line and the horse stepping on it is our fault. How we handle it, is there's good ways to handle it, like I said. But then we need to say, oh, that was my responsibility. I couldn't have dropped the ball on that one, but we're all safe. When the horse steps into your space, it's our responsibility to educate them, but it's then their responsibility to say, oof, I need to give her some space because that's a human and I know the rules here. They set the boundaries. When I cross the boundary and I push into their space and I step on their feet, I'm the one that's going to be reprimanded for that. So they pick up on that when we're consistent. Just like if they were to bite me, if he was to put teeth on me, and since I'm talking about it, he might, but I don't. Sometimes you can send them like, I
was
just
thinking about it.
But some horses will test, if they're confused about something. Number one, I want to see it as feedback. Like, why is the horse doing that? Is it because they're bored, or why are they fidgety? Is it something that are they just biters and they've learned somehow a bad behavior? That's all going to make a difference. Oh, sweetheart.
The attention they need.
It's a little release right there. Then I'm going to say, first of all, I'm going to see if I can help them because sometimes it's not actually their fault, but sometimes if it's a learned thing, then a little pop on the nose, absolutely you will not put your teeth on me, my clothes, my tools, my equipment, my body, anywhere. So,
and same with the stepping on the
feet.
Stepping on the feet thing. I was bringing in a horse last year from the far pasture. She spooked. I don't know what it was, but she spooked, and there's really no helping it. But she turned and went like this to the top of my foot here, and it didn't feel great. It's actually I had an injury there from another horse. And that was not something that I mean. Tell me if I'm wrong, Debbie. That was really anyone's fault. It was her spooking.
Yeah.
So I mean, things can happen.
Okay. Yeah. And so in that case, that's another good.
Well, and I
situation.
stopped her, I calmed her, I backed her up, and we were good coming back in. So I'm not sure what that was, but.
So if a horse spooks and they spook on top of you, to me, that's still a boundary. I don't
she was
care
like,
if
yeah,
you're
she was like turning away or towards something, and that's
so
what, yeah.
it's like, yeah, I know you were scared. You still need to be respectful of my space and my personal, my equipment, all this stuff. So I would still reprimand her and say, I understand this is a spooky moment. Now, sometimes it happens where, and maybe in your case, if you're too close and she bumps into you kind of thing, and you're both rattled about something, it's like a whoa, and then you check each other like, are we safe? That's a different kind of
This
thing.
was a fluke. This was a crazy fluke.
Otherwise, if they're just spooky and they're just up and you're walking around, the horse is like, their energy is way high and it's still their responsibility to follow those safety boundaries. Those, I don't have a lot of hard, fast rules, but that is one of them. Safety, you will not be bumping, even if you're nervous, even if you're colicky, even if you're sick, you don't feel good. An emergency, we have a way to be together and we will follow that so that we can both be safe. If I'm not safe, the horse isn't going to be safe nor feel safe. So those are the areas that I'm really pretty staunch about. Other than that, I have a system of like working with the horse so that they can have confidence and motivation and all that stuff. So